Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Two jet.
That's the way.
Wentz now on first down. And the catch made by Johnson. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
At the 26-yard line.
Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw is Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. A sizable gain there of 9 yards, but it's still 3rd and long. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. He's coming. Double up. Double up. Hey, shift.
3rd and long. It's Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I know every time we watch Le'Veon Bell play, we think about him making people miss, the hesitation move. But you remember he came out of Michigan State as a bruiser and a thumper, and he still has those capabilities.
At 225 pounds, an underrated part of his game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 52. Wall, get wall. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Hey, red 80. Check 24. Check.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Wentz going to throw. It's caught here by Adams. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. And an Eagles 1st down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
You can't block me. Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
Check 50. Check 50.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
60 mark. 60 mark. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. 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 Twist.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
I'm scared. You go tight. You got tight. You got red 80. Switch. Red 80. Check 43.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Bell. Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio, and the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he will be taken down here as the 1st quarter of play will come to an end. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that?
He's got a man. Complete. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 45-yard line.
Wentz now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's complete to Adams. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28.
Trey 15, Trey 15.
17 yards. That's
Protein spell.
Eagles first down.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Go. 20.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
Switch.
Kill.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Whip.
2nd and 10.
Watch the whip.
At the Jets' 28-yard line.
80 weapons.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive. That fell incomplete. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Darnold caught here by Bell. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Here we go.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, Darnold. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Greystone travel.
54 Mike. All day, baby, all day.
180.
Check 37. Check 30.
On second down, it's Bell. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40.
It's a gain of 20.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
52. Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Back. Hey, 80. Big ass. Big ass. Big ass. Hey, 80.
Bell. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. On first down, Johnson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot. 60, Mike. 60, Mike. All right, Lion. Get this one on. Shoot.
Working from the gun, Wentz. It's complete. It's Sproles. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Wentz now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Matt Collins. Incomplete. He was covered by Jamal Adams.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, 57. X3. 218, chopper.
Throwing is Wentz. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. That good for 22 and a first down. The Jets were 26th in rushing in the NFL last year. That's a big reason they went and signed Bell back on March 13th. And plays like that give them optimism that they can move up the pecking order in the NFL rushing ranks.
Check four.
A first down throw, Darnold. And Anderson's got it. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. He was the leading receiver for the Jets a season ago. Robbie Anderson, 50 catches, over 750 yards, and getting more and more comfortable with Sam Darnold. Now a year plus under their belts collectively. You'd figure that those numbers for Anderson might be trending further north. On second down now, it's Bell. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Mike, 53. Let's go. Watch the outside.
From the 50, it's Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line.
Nice, sweetheart. Switch. Check three. Good catch. Come on, lady.
They'll run on first down. Bell. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike. Hey, wahoo. Watch the play, lady. Watch 6-6. Bullet high. Ready? Mike 5-4. Here we go.
On second and 9, Darnold. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they'll get this down to the 10. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
First and goal. Check. Watch the before. Lady. I got you, boy. Lady. He's checking.
Now Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. picked off at the 49.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Rush in. Slam. Motion. Mike's 54.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Give me some.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Watch the screen. 36. Tighten up. No.
This will be a jet sweep to Crowder. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
This one caught by Crowder. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, New York.
Motion.
On first down, it's Bell. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action.
With the score, Jets 17, Eagles 10.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Check. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Under 10. Under 20. Check.
They'll go again with Bell. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Jets will extend their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, and he's got him in the lead. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an intercept.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. David Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Elliott good on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with a football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Shift. Check 13. Check 13.
On second down, it's Bell. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the out. Ready? Slam.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Again, it's Bell. And some room to work. Le'Veon Bell. Kiss him goodbye. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. 68 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
30. Four, Tokyo. Topper. Hey, stand.
To throw is Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Wentz now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10.
Ram.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around.
Here we go. 180.
Hey, here we go. 60 mark. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wentz. He's going to air one out. Got a man 6-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bell. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for it with Bell. Well, the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check, red 80. Check, Rocky, red 80.
They'll run it with Bell. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
And the Jets first down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go. Pick it up. Red 80. Check it out, please. Switch. Kill. You.
Now Bell. Bell a first down and then some. Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, 64 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Well, I'm just not sure what more we can say about him after that one.
But we're certainly going to give it a try, aren't we? Because I believe we're watching greatness personified. It has not mattered all game long where they've handed him the football. He's taken it and found the end zone. He is so locked into that so-called zone, I don't think they're going to get him out of it in this one.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he is going to be brought down at the 3-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Back near the goal line. Here's Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. They find some open field here. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
54 Mike. Ready. Kill. Jam. Check. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another first and 10.
Empty. Hey, one set. Check Mike, 54. Hey, kill. Hey, 4 kill.
Play action. Now Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Watch the run.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And they will take a knee here. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Check 37. Check 37.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
It's 4th down.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
Sunday. Give me that ball, defense. Kill. Hey. High 7.
60 Mike.
Come on, boy.
One final try now for Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jets, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for